Y'all smell that? And it's not what The Rock is cooking. Yeah, smells like something I know very well. Greed. Why am I smelling greed in the air today? Well, mainly because Rockstar Games, our beautiful, lovable partners at Rockstar Games, they love to drop new updates for GTA Online and, the hype for GTA 6. However, when I went and played this recent update, I noticed a few minute, tiny, little itsy bitsy details. I come to find out that apparently Rockstar decided that it was a good idea to nerf every single heist in GTA Online. Why are they nerfing every heist in GTA Online? I know some people probably aren't experienced with GTA Online, so let me give you a little bit of a history lesson, okay? GTA Online has been out since 2014, 13-ish. It was a few months after the original GTA 5 came out, and it had a serious money problem. Money problem meaning that it was hard, very, very hard to find any kind of source of money whatsoever. I mean, you could go rob 10,000 banks and sell 40 different cars, and you'll walk away with nothing, 2 sticks of bubble gum and a damn Sprite. But as updates progressed, new items came out, they introduced new ways to make money, aka the heist system. And over the years, they have released many heists, going from the Fleece job to the Series A funding to the Cayo Perico heist, the Doomsday heist, the Diamond heist, all these heists, they've been introduced a lot of them, and they were like raids in other MMOs. They were meant to be these big climatic finale type missions that would pay out pretty good chunks of change. And then when the game progressed, certain heists got really successful. They got really good numbers. You could steal some crazy shit and get paid a lot of money. But of course, in Rockstar's needless and endless greed, they decided that, yeah, you know what? The game's coming to an end. We're releasing probably that might be the last update before GTA 6 comes out, and we don't know the future of GTA Online at this point. So how about we drop you guys one last heist, and the community raised their fists and said, hell yeah, let's go, Rockstar. Still pumping out content for before GTA 6. I love it, but what's happening to my bank account? What do you mean that I'm losing money after heists that I complete more than 2 times? What do you mean? What's going on?
What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair.
That's when the ultimate reality stick bonks you in the head and you realize, oh shit, they nerfed every heist in the game to where now you can only complete 1 per week and get the maximum original payout. What do you mean? It already takes an arm and a leg and a testicle to set up most of these heists already. Trust me. There's a long process. I mean, each heist takes at least an hour and a half to set up alone, and that's including by yourself. And that doesn't take out the fact that a lot of these heists in GTA Online are cooperative, which means you need teammates. You need help. You need players to help you beat these heists because they're that hard, or you get higher payouts. So you're basically insulting the single player audience for this game that plays online maybe by themselves, and there's only a handful of heists that they can play by themselves and get decent payouts besides doing the boring ass business related missions where you do the same shit over and over again. You go somewhere, you grab something, you drive it back to the business, and then it passively grows income over time. Don't get me wrong, I know if you're not used to GTA Online, a lot of this stuff sounds wacky as all hell to you, but GTA Online does have multiple ways to make money. However, I will say that this game has had a consistent issue with supporting the single player audience. The people who don't have any friends to play GTA Online with, they have very few methods to make money in this game. And you're punishing those players? Really? Eventually, most players will go through, a couple of heists, even in a normal play session. And you're telling them that if they try to do it again just a later day or the next day, then they're not going to get the same pay as they did a day before. They have to wait until the entire next week to play the heist again to make the same money. That doesn't make any sense. Take a look at this graph, for example. Let's look at the Cluck and Bell farm raid, which is a pretty easy heist to do, and you can set it up by yourself. What's crazy to me is that the previous normal payout for hours of work was 500 grand. That's not even a lot of money. Trust me, that's like $5 in GTA economy. Okay, that'll buy you maybe a shitty house under the LS bridge. I mean, money does not go very far in this game, so keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, now the new base payout is $400,000. So that means that if you try to replay this heist, you're going to get paid 400 grand, less than 500 grand. But if you do it at the weekly bonus, if you do it at one time a week, you get 600,000. And you might be thinking, oh, well, that's not so bad for one heist. Then you go farther down the list and you realize that heists, like the most popular one in the game, the Cayo Perico heist, if you steal the most important item, the rarest item possible, it goes from $1.3 million down to $910,000. That is insane. If you don't know how rare that item is, the pink diamond for Cayo Perico, it is ultra super duper rare. So you're rarely ever going to get the opportunity to steal that thing in the first place. And the payout is nerfed? Really, it's nerfed. What are you solving? What is Rockstar solving with this? You know, I thought about it for a while, and I understand that, yeah, it does. I get the idea. Maybe they're trying to diversify what things that players, you know, what heists that players can like participate in, and what they're trying to spread the player base. But I don't think nerfing the payouts for heists is the way to go, considering they're the most popular part of the game. You're actively punishing your players for not playing your game. Like, I don't get that. You're punishing people who swear their lives over this shit. There's a lot of people who play. They play the hell out of GTA Online. I love GTA Online, you know. The new update, yeah, it was okay. You know, I like the laser grid puzzle. That was really interesting. I like the fact that it's definitely hands off. You know, it's like the diamond in the Cayo Perico heist. It's very offhand. You know, you can do whatever you want heist, and I enjoy it, and it's mostly replayable. However, one of my biggest critiques of this heist, and I kept a number during stream when I streamed this live a few days ago, I kept a number particularly in my head because I knew that the mansion is like $10 million. Okay, the mansion to get access to this heist is $10 million. It is one of the most expensive properties in the game. One of the most expensive properties in the game. Okay, then you add on top of that you gotta buy an art studio, which most people will not have the discount for because it's through GTA Plus. So that's $4.7 million to buy an art studio, and then on top of that, the $10 million mansion. That's $14 million. $14 million, okay? That's a lot of fucking cheddar. That's a lot of cheese. And then when we got to the heist and we played it, I think we only made like 1.3 million. We didn't make anything. We made like 1.4, 1.5 million. Now, is there potential to make more from the heist? From what I've read, yes. But you need a whole crew of people to do that. They all got to work together, and you got to steal the right things, and you got to do it properly. You get one opportunity. Okay, that's another thing about GTA heist. Okay, they're like raids. You get one opportunity to not fuck it up and do it right, and then do like a flawless run. So there's a lot on the line. Of course, there's $14 million on the line. You know, and then you expect your newer players to grind towards that just to receive mediocre payouts? I guess their idea is that since you own the mansion and you own the art studio, that's a good enough reasoning to play the heist 14, 15, 16 times. I don't know. I don't know. The economy is so fucked in GTA Online. Like, I have a buddy that I play with a lot. You guys know this, Joe. Joe's the coolest. Joe's cool. But I've noticed that as much content that me and Joe have done in GTA Online that you guys have seen all the time, he doesn't like to buy, you know, expensive things that aren't going to be worth anything to him because he knows the economy is so fucked. He would much rather spend his money on weapons or tools like, you know, like war stock that's going to give you jets and things that are going to be weaponized, things that are actually going to be useful to him. You know, buying luxury cars in GTA Online is a death sentence. It's worth nothing. It's literally worth nothing. It's just novelty. It's literally just novelty. You would be better off investing that money into a business which are boring to fuck. They're super boring to operate, or you buy a new toy to play with, or new guns. You know, it's like, and then everything is so expensive. I mean, an assault rifle sometimes goes for 400, 500 grand. That's one heist. That's one heist. That's one fucking heist. that takes hours to set up and do. It is insane to me how much greed is in the economy of GTA Online. And I've been meaning to talk about it for a long time. The greed is insane, and it's only worse in not GTA 6, but Red Dead 2. It's even worse in Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 has like 3 currencies, and everything costs gold bars, and the payouts for missions are balls. It's like it's not gotten better. It's gotten worse, and they continuously do this shit. And what makes me worried, and I think most players are worried, is that it might bleed into GTA 6. No, it most likely will. I mean, are we going to get to a point where in GTA 6, they're going to pull up a damn shark card menu and ask you to buy properties with real money in the single player? Are we going to get to that point? You know, that's what really is worrisome about this. And you would seriously think that, well, it's GTA Online and it's getting old, it's already got a cane, it's bent over. You would think, oh, maybe they would start making the quality of life better. You think they would start, peeling stuff back and making it a little bit easier for people to get into. You think they wouldn't require you to have PlayStation Plus. They would allow you to have cross progression. You think they would start implementing these features now so that GTA Online can be feature and future proofed, so that it's complete, it's done, they don't have to touch it no more, everything is optimized, and it's functional, and it works, and the economy is fixed. But no, they would rather continually shitting on the economy and making everything hella expensive and making the payouts worse. Most of these heists that I've been describing to you this entire time, you got to keep in mind, have setup fees, they have property fees, they have all these gateways, to get into them, okay? Now, I understand that of course, when you unlock the property and you unlock the access to the heist, you have unlimited replayability to that heist. But a lot of people are not going to play these over and over again. They're going to play them one time for the experience, have some fun, and then they're going to quit, or maybe they'll come back a few days later and they'll try it again. But when the payouts are so minimal, you're not giving your characters, you're not giving your players any reason to want to play them over and over again. And I get the idea. Maybe it was done out of maliciousness. I don't know at this point. But it's not going to help the economy of GTA Online if you continuously nerf the payouts of things that are popular. They're popular for a good reason. You should encourage players to interact with them rather than discouraging them to do it. It's so simple, but no, they cannot get that through their head because the greed is insane at Rockstar, man. Keep in mind, they just charged you $100 for GTA 6, okay? Keep that in mind. They just charged you $100 for GTA 6, all right? The economy was fucked in Red Dead 2 so badly that the online died, and now they're fucking over the economy in GTA Online one last time before GTA 6 comes out. I am worried. I am justifiably worried for all the things I've laid out on my little table here talking to you. I truly think GTA 6, at least online, is going to be greedy as fuck. It's going to be so greedy. Because I thought GTA 5 was bad. I thought GTA Online, not GTA, well, you get the idea. GTA 5, GTA Online, you get the idea. I was worried about GTA 6 like GTA Online 2. I was worried. And with these updates that are coming out as of not even a few days ago of this week, oh God. Oh man, oh shit, dude. It's gotten real bad. And you would think this is the opportunity for them to fix all these things, to feature and future-proof GTA Online, to make it set sail, they should be getting ready to sunset this game and make sure it's feature-proof for the future so that when new players come in, they're not discouraged to try out all the features. They're encouraged to try out all the things that the game has to offer. But Rockstar cannot get out of its own way to let players do that. And you wonder why nobody has any respect towards GTA Online or hasn't had respect for GTA Online in fucking years. Because the economy is fucked and the payouts are shit. They're getting paid to do nothing. All the fun stuff doesn't pay you nothing. So I don't know. Like I said, this update, it was fine. The actual content, the court center heist, it's fun. It's entertaining. I was expecting a little bit more, but I guess this isn't the final update yet. It might not be. It doesn't seem like it's the final update. So we're probably gonna get another update. Maybe next year. I don't fucking know, man. They release these shits like once a year. They release new content once a year, so it's like, fuck it, you get about 2 hours worth of content, and then that's it, You wait a year for the next update. So I don't know. There might not even be a GTA Online 2 anytime soon. I don't know. All I know is that the economy of GTA Online is fucked, and the greediness of Rockstar is getting so unbearable with this shit, man. And it makes me worried, even for the single player now for GTA 6. It really does. I mean, keep in mind they charge you $100 for that fucking game. Okay, it's not $80. Okay, I don't want to hear nobody telling me that game is $80. It is not $80. It was $80 before they took out all the content that was originally in the game and then put a new price tag on it because they needed to justify it, because they need to show off to the shareholders. That's the reality of the situation. Okay, GTA 6 is actually a $100 game because I do not believe in day one DLC. Day one DLC is bullshit. It is literally just content they took out the game to sell to you. Anyways, I'm pretty fucking heated right now with this shit because they're ruining one of my favorite MMOs, the only MMO I've ever gotten into. They're ruining one of my favorite online experiences that I've been playing for years. And they're doing this shit right before it dies or is going to end. So yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully GTA 6 will be good. Maybe this is just the online shit. I mean, we all know Red Dead 2 was a pretty damn good single-player game. It had no greediness towards it. The game was actually very, 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 very grateful. Like, it was very gracious with the amount of money they gave you. Like, a little too gracious, I would say, with the amount of money that the campaign gives you and what you had to spend it on. So, I don't know. All I can do is hope that GTA Online 2 might be an improvement, but I'm not having high hopes. I'm not. I'm not. Not with this shit. Not what they're doing with GTA Online 1 at this point. It's not looking good. So, yeah. Anyways, though, that's all I have about. See ya.